everyone, it's Cheryl, and we're gonna work on this again today. Today I'm just gonna play. I realize I've got a terrible glare going on, and I might just need to turn the overhead light on, even though it's daytime here, and that looks a little better. Let's see if I can get rid of this lamp now. Yeah, we're gonna go without the lamp today, but anyway, just going to play a little bit today. I need to create some ephemera for this journal. I've got out some washi tapes that are kind of Christmassy. I've got out some of my mini distress inks and the one mini archival I have that's a Christmas color. I've got some other inks going here. I've got some ribbons and lace and all that stuff, rickrack. I want to kind of keep this journal old-fashioned looking, kind of, because that's how most of the paper is. So I'm sorry about these shadows. Maybe the lamp needs to come back on. I don't know. I'm give up. I've got to get a better light system. I keep saying that. I've said that since I started this, and I've moved, and I thought that would be better, and, well, it's not. So we'll just take it from here the way it is, and I apologize. So today, first, I'm just going to play with my distressed inks and got some old Rolodex cards here. I bought a Rolodex with the intention of using it, and then I decided I wasn't going to use it, but I took all the cards out, so I have plenty of those. So I'm just going to be laying down some colors. Get out my trusty mini mister. I love this thing. It's one of the best. I got it with some gelatos. So I'm just going to be kind of dabbing the card into because I just want to pick up the color in certain spots. Just rub it, blot it. And I'm using a piece of wax paper because I may cut the edges off of this. I haven't decided yet, but I thought it would make some neat journaling cards when I'm all done. I don't know. Do I want this to run down? Maybe. And I'm going to be putting red on it, and I know that's going to create a brown. However, that's okay because it's a more vintage looking paper anyway, and this card is pure white. So I'm okay with a little bit of brown mixing in, and I think this is pretty dark. This is the evergreen bough, and honestly, it's not, well, under this light it's not looking real green, but I want to blot it out because I don't want it real bright and dark. It's going to just be a background. So, and I don't really want to use my drying tool. Maybe I should have used Mowed Lawn. We'll try that one on the next one. It looks more green. And then I have Fired Brick because I don't have a lot of the colors. So we'll see if I get a muddy mess, which I might, since that's still wet. Or if I get something, I don't want to use my heat gun because it has a bad habit of making too much noise. I've got the noisy one, of course, and it's not really mixing too bad, these two colors. Let's put a big patch of it on there. I don't really want the white showing through, that's my deal. So we're just going to go ahead and make a mess. Should have saved this for a Make a Mess Monday, but it's for the journal. I need a little more color there. I'm going to go to work with colored hands tonight. Like I care. Oh my gosh, last night I was the worst staff in the world. I was just doing my job, and sometimes that conflicts with people's thoughts, actions, and decisions. And yeah, I was kind of the worst staff in the world last night, but you know, these things happen. They happen. I am not there for a popularity contest. I am there to make sure that my people get what they need, what they want, and that things go smoothly. You know, this is getting, by the time I'm done with this baby wipe, it's going to have a lot of the colors on it. Maybe there's a use for that. I'm not sure. But yeah, my fingers are, oh well, I got to clean up before I go to work anyway. Oh, do I want to do anything else with this one? Maybe maybe I'm going to try the Mowed Lawn. I can see that my color is staining well, this is a wax paper, but it's from the dollar store, and it's like really not very waxy. So I just use it for this. Okay, that's going to be a bright green. we'll see how this goes on here with the rest. Yeah, that's more like a spring green almost, but it looks really dark on the ink. You know, when you look at the ink, I mean, it all looks dark, but that looks super dark. Maybe I can fill in a few of these white spots with just a little bit of that. Maybe. Maybe not. All right, so I have a more... Right now, in the light I have here, this looks more springtime. More springtime than Christmas. Maybe if I combine the two distress inks, let's try that. Let's take the Mowed Lawn, I know which one I had, and combine it with a little bit of the Evergreen Bough. You'd think Evergreen Bough. I mean, it looks really super dark on here. Can you see that? It's the darker of the two, but once you put it onto paper, I guess not. I'm going to wet it down pretty good. Let's see what the two together do. Because I'm noticing that the Evergreen Bough, once you spray it, and I almost have a teal, or maybe that's what I'm creating here. Oh, yeah, it's pretty. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and use it because I don't want to waste. However, it is not giving me desired color for Christmas. All right, we got a spring one here. I want to do a bunny book, and bunnies always remind me of spring, so we'll just set this aside to dry and make it a spring one. Yeah, it's really pretty for spring. I like the colors. Well, they're kind of mushing together now, but that's just because I'm trying to pick up all of this green ink. So, yeah, but it'd be nice for spring. All right, back to the Evergreen Bough. Let's mop some more of that up. I don't want to waste. I don't like to waste. I know it's just distress ink, but I still don't like to waste. That'd be pretty for spring too, but I'm going to try to salvage this one for Christmas. So, and I mean, really, it's this teal color I got. That's kind of, yeah, it says Evergreen Bough. Did I get the wrong? These fall over really easy. I don't have the storage container for them. Let me try a different color and see. It's not Salty Ocean for sure. I might have the wrong one. This is the Peacock Feathers. I didn't think it looked bright enough to be Peacock Feathers. Okay, that's looking kind of darkish. I wonder if I got the wrong lid on. They fell over the other day and I picked them up. No, that's definitely the Peacock Feathers. Okay, we'll put a little of that on here too. So much for Christmas on that one. Okay, yeah, let's get back to reality here. Let's put the Salty Ocean away before I grab that by mistake. All right, we're going to try to use the Evergreen Bough and resurrect this one. Maybe if I use a little darker. Don't mist it out so far. I haven't sat and played with inks for a long time. So we'll see if we can get a more Christmassy gleam going here on this one. Because that was the intent. These are supposed to be for the Christmas smash book. So I think we're going to leave that one like that. I'm going to grab another one. And I'm not saying I'm going to use all of these. I'll probably pick my favorite when I'm done. Oh, so work was crazy last night. And it was just, it was interesting. Let's put it that way. It's kind of had some behaviors going on. And they kind of lasted most of the night. So I am glad that my supervisor was working with me. I wasn't the only bad guy last night. I was probably the worst of the bad guys last night, but I wasn't the only one. Sometimes where I work, what you're supposed to do collides with what someone wants. And usually what they want is not for their own good. And so you kind of have to step in and go according to, you know, what you know. All right, this one got a little, I don't know, but I need some more red. I don't know. It's messy. I don't even know really if I'm going to be using these. But is this one dry? That one's pretty dry. I'm going to try. And this one's got have a lot of red on it, which is fine. It's Christmassy. I don't know. The colors in here, because of that lamp backlighting it, are not going to come out, you know, as the colors they need to be. So, or the colors they are. What am I saying? Yeah, they're not going to come out exactly like they look here in person. Because number one, it's a video, and usually they don't. And Also, I have that lamp on. I think next time I'm at Tuesday morning, sometimes they have those art lights and stuff. I must have about investing in one of those. See if that makes a big difference. I really like that ring light I was watching. I was watching Shell, and she has one of those ring lights, and that seems to provide really good light. Her videos are really clear, Shell Ratcliffe, so I might see if I can get something similar to that, because her videos come out just so nice, the colors and everything. Alright, most of this is going to be covered up with ephemera, so I'm not real worried about it, whether it, oh, that was the wrong color. Alright, let's not get in that. I'm not really worried about it because it's going to be covered. I'm going to be putting ephemera and lace and all that stuff on there. I have, in keeping with the vintage Christmas theme, I have some of these little cards that they were as little cut-aparts. I ordered them off of Etsy, and I told her when I originally ordered them that I wanted them matte because the choice was matte or gloss, and I got gloss, and I didn't want to go through all the hassle. So what I do with them is I just peel the back off, and then I put some matte gel medium or Mod Podge or something. Oh, I'm showing you upside down again here. I am sorry. I got to get that straight. I'm going to put a big sign on my camera that says, do not turn this so they can see it the right way, because you will invert the video. Okay, so anyway, here it is, one of them. I've got some others over here. What I do is I put some matte gel medium on over the picture, and it usually, here I go again, usually turns out really good. I've got Father Christmas there, little children there, just cute, and they'll go really well with the vintage theme of all of this. So I think I will do one more of these, and then I'll pick my favorites. It's not, like I said, I'm probably not going to use all of them. I'll probably just use a couple, but I'll pick my favorites out of them. So let's lay down a little more ink. Get out the mister. I don't have a clock in here, so I have no idea how long these videos are going. I know I started loading it yesterday before work. I think I got it to like 45%, so I quit because I had to get ready to go to work. I couldn't sit there all day. And then I came home from work last night, and it loaded to 85%. I get home about 11, and I started a little after. And it took till 1:30 to get it to load to 85%. So I got up at 8 this morning, and about 8:30, I started again with the 85%, and it took until just probably, I don't know, I'm saying 20 minutes ago for it to finally load all the way to where I could process it. And then I tried to link my Etsy, and I don't know, something went wrong with that, so the link is down in the comments of the other video. And yesterday, I owe an apology to my cat Rusty. I thought he was howling. That he was running around howling, driving me crazy in the background. Well, he wasn't. It was Ragtime. Ragtime is Crafting Kitty's daughter. And Ragtime has a little attitude where Crafting Kitty was just loving and sweet and, all that when I got it in the mowed lawn. So I'm going to try adding a little more of this. This is going to be a muddy mess of a card, I'm sure. Where Ragtime, or Crafting Kitty, was very, very sweet and docile, Ragtime's got a little attitude. Sometimes she can be just downright nasty. But anyway, she was sitting in the kitchen. Ooh, we're getting purples and all sorts of weird. And I just got it in the mowed lawn again. She was just being, she was howling her head off. She wanted upstairs, and I wasn't going to let her upstairs at the time. So this one got really funky. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover them all up. And what I don't use in this smash book, I can use in a journal or somewhere else. I may hit them just a bit with the heat gun. I don't even know if it's plugged in. Oh, heck no, it's not plugged in. Alright, I have such a mess going on in here. But I really need to get wet with it and get it done. Plug it in. Oh, and then of course it's turned on too, so excuse the noise for just a minute. Okay, that's enough of that, and I'm sorry for that. But I wanted to just get them a little drier before I even thought about doing something with them. This way I can use it for something else when I decide to make a mess or paint or maybe art journal, which I haven't done for a long time. I joined a group on Facebook called Vintage Glue Books and Pages, and it's a really fun group, but I haven't gotten anything done with that either for a while, so today is basically just, I don't know what I'm going to get done here. I don't even know if this is going to make it to a video, because if I go through it and it's just basically a waste of time, well, so be it, I guess. Now, see, these images are a little big, too. They're got to be at least 3 inches by 2 inches, or 1.5 inches, 1 3/4, something like that. But I really do want to use them. So I'm sitting here trying to figure this out. I'm going to pick my cards because, boy, I don't know. It's probably going to be these two. Those have some spring-type colors on them now that I accidentally got that mowed lawn on there. So I will use those for another project at another time. I have got some, over here in the mess somewhere, I've got some lace. I've also got this really pretty braid. And this is the, see, it doesn't even look red now. It looks more pink. Well, we can cover it up with something. But, yeah, this is really a pretty braid. And even the back side of it's nice looking. It's all finished off nicely. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to use that somewhere in this journal, but that's not what I'm looking for. I've got some red lace. Don't matter which way I show it to you because it's red lace. So I'm thinking maybe something with the red lace, too. Like maybe a piece of it somewhere on the thing. If I have some book pages. I know I have book pages, I just don't know where they're at. Excuse me a minute. Well, that one has no writing on it. I'm still working on it. I know I've got some Christmas tissue paper too somewhere. And I was thinking maybe that for a background would be cool. Here we go, here's some Christmas. Let's see what I've got. Try to get rid of a little bit of that background because that's just not good. And now I'm thinking about it, I think I want, I don't know. The evergreen bough came out kind of, here it looks kind of teal. I don't know how it looks to you. Maybe if I tear off, I think I've got 2 sheets here maybe. Yeah, this is not very heavy. Well, maybe it is one. Maybe it's heavier than I thought. Maybe if I tear off a little bit of this. Just gonna tear a halfway decent sized chunk here. And yes, I know if you put water on it, you can tear it right off, but I'm not going for an exact pattern. I'm just wanting a piece of this paper, which now has a very funky edge on it. Oh, such is my life. All right, gonna see about maybe putting some of that on there. I think that'd be a great idea. And I don't want to let this video go too long. I love spending the time with all of you and stuff. It's the loading factor on this it's just doesn't work. It takes way too long, and I just, due to my schedule where I work 2:30 to 10:30, I don't have the time to just sit here and load it. And my computer eventually will, you know, go black screen and all that good stuff. And sometimes it'll disconnect me, sometimes it won't. And my brother's got a life, so I can't ask him to, you know, I mean, he lives here with me, but I can't ask him to, hey, can you sit and watch my video all day? Because that's not even realistic. So I think I want the red to show. I don't know. I think so. Like I said, I'm just playing today. I haven't even done this for a long time. I'm so out of the crafting. I was so nervous in the last video. I apologize for being so redundant. But I really, I'm nervous. It's like I've started all over again or something. Alright, this lace is totally not cooperating. Nope, that's ripped right there. This was some old lace that I got at a rummage sale last year. And it had some Christmas eyelet, some green eyelet, and that in it. And I thought, well, that would be great. So, kind of when you buy bags of old lace and stuff, you kind of take your chances. Okay, so I'm thinking something like that. I wish some of these had gone diagonal. They didn't. And I don't know if I put one right at the end, like that. Maybe we could do a tuck spot, but that's just not, it's not what I'm looking for. So maybe we took the lace, like maybe just a flower up here at the top, and then we'll put something else at the bottom. I don't know, because I can't tell. I don't have it, and I don't have my sewing scissors out, so hard to say. Let's just snip off where there's a flower. Let's see what happens. I'm cutting lace. I'm sorry, I should be on camera and I'm not. So I was just going to kind of collage something on here, and it's only one flower. Sometimes I refer to the screen up there just to see how it's going to look. But I do have a kind of off-whitish, I think it's maybe a hem. You know, where they sell the lace, so where you can hem it. You use the lace to hem. Yeah, this is not right. Okay, that is just not right. So I need to go somewhere else with this. That's a snowman. What else do I have for vintage? Look, ephemera. I've got it all over the place here. And I'm just looking for something else, so we'll go with this. I have my Tim Holtz paper out, and this has a bunch of small cut-aparts on it, which is good because sometimes you just need that small thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it apart. Try to. It's so hard to see to cut straight for me right now, and sometimes my edges are a little wonky, but I'm trying. Sometimes I don't get exactly on the line. I kind of like this little Christmas tree here. Christmas fireproof mica flakes. So it's that snow stuff you used to be able to buy. Oh my gosh, what a mess. It's kind of like the old tinsel that you used to get. It was a mess too. I'm sure some of you remember the long tinsel, the silver stuff, and you put it on the tree. My mother hated that stuff. I loved it when I was little, and she's like, well, you don't have to pick it up. Well, I always helped, or I thought I helped. I think I helped anyway. I don't know, but she was never... No, that is just not going to do it either. This is ridiculous. And I don't have a lot of Christmas, as I stated in the last video. So let's see, I think those are going to blend into the background too much because they're so faded. I don't have a lot of the little cards out right now from Christmas on Amesbury Street, so I don't know. I really want to use this, and I'm really liking this lace on this edge. I just need the right thing for this side, and it's not going to be a snowman, so I have some more of the cut-aparts out here somewhere. Or, what if I have a friend of mine, Donna, sent me a bunch of scrapbooking stuff, and she sent me some artist trading cards, but since I make my own, I don't usually use these, so maybe these have all the letters on them. Oh, I like that 25th on there. That goes so well with the paper. Oh, this, look at this. Maybe this was from Christmas on Amesbury. No, I don't know, but yeah, some of it is that paper, so that's cool. But see, these are too big. If I use them without cutting them, I could cut them. I could do that. I'm really liking that lace on there. I don't know why. I just let's see what else I have. Yeah, some of these are those papers. There's the stripes. Oh, and then this is black and white. I've got this little bitty Christmas thing here, and it has some little bitty cut-aparts in it too. I used it for my mini album. Okay, so these are perforated, so I'm going to take them out. Just like that. That is really cool that I'd never even noticed that. I wasn't paying any attention to it at all. Okay, so let's see. We Wish You a Merry Christmas. We have a little to from postcard. And we have a Dear Santa letter. Let's see. I just saw that card with the Santa on it. Where did, oh, yeah, I must have put it back in the pile. There we go. So what if I cut out around Santa, and then I put this little Dear Santa letter behind him? Let's try that. I'm going to have to grunge that up just a little bit. Oh, and I was so dumb yesterday. This was really stupid of me. I should know better. But I got in a hurry yesterday to go try to get that video to process, and I left my distress ink open, my vintage photo. Honestly, for vintage, I like walnut stain better anyway, but I was using vintage photo. And I'll show you what I did with that in just a minute. So I get Santa cut out here. I'm sorry, I'm off camera. So we're just going to try to cut around Santa, like so. And I'm going to probably at least color his edges, but I left the ink open. And I came in today and I didn't realize it. And I looked down and I had that paper lace. Remember I told you I was going to, maybe I'll use that on here. And I found a piece of paper lace, and it had a big brown spot, and I thought, well, it looks like it got burnt. How in the world, you know, did that happen? Yeah, I think the paper lace is going to look better. Sorry. And here, I had laid it on my distress ink. So most of my distress ink went into on my paper lace. So yeah, that was not too cool. Oh, I got a better idea. We have this We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I'm going to make a little journaling type booklet deal, I think, to go in here. Should probably cut this edge down just a bit so it all matches up nicely. Then I'm going to fold it so it's going to be like a little booklet letter to Santa. And boy, is that cut. That is cut like really off, so I'm just going to trim this. It's not going to hurt it any. We're just going to trim that. There we go. And then, if I do this just right, I can stick it behind Santa. Cute. Very cute. Now I just need to figure out the other side of this. And I got to get my ink blending thing. I put it away because I was so mad at myself for leaving my ink open. I'm probably only going to get one of these ephemera things done today with you, but I will keep working on more. Just because I'm so indecisive. Where's my glue? I don't even have my glue. Do I even have a glue stick? Oh my god. I am so unprepared. I am so sorry. But yeah, that's going to be the plan here. I need to get some fabric tack too, because that glue is amazing for lace and stuff. I've got my whole bottle of tacky glue. Let's see if I can get it to come out. I don't want to run back out and get my other one. Sorry, it's just me beating on the tacky glue. I also have some, oh, and then of course it's clogged up. You know what? I'm done messing around. If I can get this lid off, I'll do it with my finger. Yeah. Because I don't even have a glue stick in here. Oh, that's sticky. Oh well. No, that's not going to work. Okay. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And I don't want to use like a matte gel medium or anything because, yeah, I don't. But I think this will make a really cute little tuck spot. And Santa shows up on there just fine. I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges here. My poor vintage photo that I'm just going to kind of ink up the edges, grunge it up a little bit because this is very, very white. I don't want it that way, so maybe I can just kind of rub the ink blender over it a little bit. Oh, I see. I've got to cut these too a little straighter. Or one of these is crooked. Yeah, we're just going to leave it. It's just the bottom is bad, really. Oops. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to do this so my edges are not bright white. I'm going to take that off too. It's driving me crazy. It's just a little tiny bit. Here we go. And I'll grunge up this red a little bit. Just a little too. Just going to wipe it over it. Just kind of. Just take a little of that white off of there. It didn't do much. Oh well. And then of course I'm going to do the inside because if the outside is like that, why would you have a bright white inside? It doesn't make a lot of sense. So we'll just grunge it all up and it'll be fine. So this is I'm gonna have to end this video pretty soon. I am not gonna get a lot of ephemera made with you today. So I'm sorry about that. I don't know if we'll do another one with it or not, or if I'll just go ahead, but I just wanted to play a little bit this morning. And I'm not even getting there with stuff because my glue is now clogged up. I am so sorry about this. I am not a prepared crafter today. Oh, I will be right back. My apologies. All right, now we're in business. Now we're going to get somewhere. And I'm going to attempt to just put this paper down with the tacky glue because I think it'll work. I know I want to go to this edge. No, I've got to glue it down here. Clear up here. If I get a little too much, I'll just wipe it off. That's what we're doing today. We're just doing it. Sometimes I take chances with paper and I have, you know, like tissue paper, putting it down, and I have really good luck. Other times not. I am not going to go over this because I don't want it wrinkled up. That's not where I want to go with this. Oh, and I'm trying to put the other lid back on this bottle. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, what a day already. I hope this is not an omen of how work is going to go tonight because I don't even want to know if it is. So I'm going to let that dry for a sec here. Make sure I got all the edges. Yes, good. And I am going to grab, I just had that piece of paper lace here. There we go. Now this is made to punch double both sides, but my punch did not punch the whole thing because the piece of paper was too narrow. So I decided, this is already vintage music paper. I wish I had some of the darker, but I don't. I don't know if I want to grunge this up just a little maybe. It's already kind of an off-white color. And I'll grunge up the edges of my card when I'm all done. That way, if it goes over a little bit onto the color and stuff, that's fine. That is fine with me. I think I might grunge this edge up just a bit. Just take the little bit of white off of it. And I don't mind that this didn't punch all the way like it was supposed to. The piece of paper just wasn't big enough. Get that out of there. Get that out of there since it's not even working. Okay. So I'm going to glue this down now real quick. It's the problem. I could go on and on all day with you making ephemera and making these little cards and stuff, but there just aren't enough hours in my day, and there surely aren't enough hours to load YouTube videos. Oh, I lost my, oh, there it is. Just get that glue up off of there so I don't stick something in it. You all know me. You know what I do. Okay, so we're just going to put that there. And I'm going to take Santa Claus and make a pocket out of him. Oh, wait, I need to ink up Santa Claus, too. I don't want bright white edges. So I'm just going to ink it a little bit here. Hopefully if I get some on Santa, that's good. That's fine. I am not making the same mistake today and leaving that ink open. I have to buy a re-inker. Like I said, I prefer the vintage photo for actual vintage look. I really do. Or not vintage photo, walnut stain, because it's just darker. I think it gives a more old-fashioned look. That's just my personal opinion. So I usually use it in all of my vintage journals and on anything I want that's going to be vintage. I think we'll just make it a little two-sided tuck spot here. And we'll hope that works. And maybe I should. No, I'm gonna glue all the way up here because I'm scared if I do that, it's not gonna work. Too much glue there. I want to be able to have enough room to still insert the little booklet. There we go. Alright, Santa glue down. Good. Okay, and then my little booklet is right here. Is it going to fit? I want to put it in there. I hope it doesn't glue in though, because I don't want it glued in. And I'm just removing some excess glue here on that. Removing my hair, which obviously is falling out. Awesome. I'm getting older, my hair is falling out. Just what I wanted. So yeah, I think that's going to work for a little tuck spot. There he is, Santa. And I just think that's so cute with the Dear Santa. So you could write a little message in there that. And I am going to go ahead and ink my edges on this little piece of ephemera. It's not the fanciest in the world, but I think it's cute. Sometimes I tend to underdo. I don't go crazy with a lot of stuff. I mean, it's just me. It's my style. I don't like to overdo. Oh, stupid glue bottle. I'm sorry. I need to get this cleaned up, but I've got so much Christmas stuff. I've got I think mostly all this Christmassy stuff that I have over here. So, okay. All right. Inked my edges, my corners. And overall, other than this, looks really pink. This is really, I don't know what I can do with that yet. I will try to figure it out. I've got a snowflake die. I should actually get I've got a Cuttlebug. I don't have anything like a Cricut, but I should actually get that out. I'm just going to trim. I've got a little excess hanging over. I should get that out, and I think the only things I've really got are a poinsettia, a cardinal, and some snowflakes for Christmas dies. I'm just not into Christmas. I should get there, I guess. And I've got a limited amount of Christmas stamps, but I do have some I really like, so I don't know, maybe if I could find something to stamp in that corner. I'll probably do that off camera, because we really need to do something with the pink corner. I've got some red ink, so maybe I can figure it out. Anyway, I'm going to have to end it here. So today I have basically made a mess with cards, with the painting. Probably made a mess here, created some simple ephemera, but if you notice on the paper too, on Christmas on Amesbury Street, what I showed you yesterday, a lot of that is very simple. I mean, it's not overdone, and I really don't want to do anything that's going to really overdo, stand out way more than the pages that it's supposed to be, going with, complementing, whatever. Anyway, that's how that's going to look, and I think I'm just going to glue it on as or put it in as a little pocket. Simple, but it goes with the paper. And that's another thing sometimes you have to keep in mind your paper. And Christmas on Amesbury Street is very old-fashioned, but very, very simple. So I'm about out of battery already, so this must be a long one. This will probably take 2 days to load, so I may not see it until then. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.